and welcome to the show. Get this, the national average home cost for 2025 is a little more than $500,000. As the price of houses goes up, so are the number of people choosing to live in alternative settings, including their own cars and vans. Today's guest is one of the 3.1 million people who choose to live in their car. Nate Hall documents her experience, and it's turned into hundreds of thousands of people tuning in to see exactly how she does it. Nate, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Portia.
It's so good to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
I want to know, okay, so before we get to how you live out of a car, how did you make the decision to move into your car and out of your home?
So growing up, I always felt like I wanted to be a beach bum. That is the only way I can explain it. I wanted to live on the beach or live wherever I wanted, but I didn't want to be homeless. And I didn't know what the happy medium was. So went through my life, and it wasn't until 2020 when I saw a video on YouTube about a woman giving a tour of her van. And she said that she can basically go wherever she wants because her home is with her. And when I saw that video, I was like, that is it. That's the missing puzzle piece. So the next day I broke my lease and I moved out. And I've been in my car ever since.
So, okay, but you had a whole lot of stuff, right? You had things, you had all the things that we have in homes. And you had a daughter. So tell me how you made this transition. So she was how old at the time?
At the time, she was 15.
Okay, so you got a high schooler at this point.
Yes. And
looks like you gave away a whole lot of stuff.
I did, but it was easy. I just posted something on Craigslist and I said, whatever you see, just come and take it. It's yours.
Okay. And then was the plan ever to have your daughter be a part of this live in the car experience? How do you sort through that?
Well, not in the car. I thought that if I could try it out in the car for a little bit, eventually I can work my way up to getting a van, and then she and I can just go travel together. So that's what I did. I want to say it was about a year after I moved into the car was when I got my van, and we did go on a trip together, but she is not a van.
She was like, I'm not doing this. We're not doing this. Take me back, and I'm going back to the house setting, right? So you moved your daughter in with yours?
Yes, so she moved in with my sister.
Okay.
And at the time, it was right when COVID started. So March 13th, 2020 was when we moved out of our high-rise apartment, and then she went to go stay with my sister.
Were you nervous at all, especially with what we know the virus was like? Moving into a space where you were going to be in your car and having to sort of rely on the great outdoors and interactions, where there had to be some engagement to get by. Were you nervous about that?
Well, prior to that, I was not on social media, didn't watch TV, no internet, no radio. Still to this day, I don't listen to the radio when I'm driving. But because of that, I really didn't know much about COVID. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know we were about to go on
into lockdown?
Right. So when people were coming to get my stuff, like I had cleaning supplies and everything, I was like, why are they so into the cleaning supplies?
Got it.
So I didn't really know until days later when things started to close down, and I was like, oh, that's why they wanted my Lysol wipes. So yeah, no, I wasn't really concerned about it because I didn't really know much about it.
Yeah.
But when I moved into the car and everything started shutting down and no one was outside, it was like heaven. I'm an introvert. I had the whole city to myself. I had the highway. I could pull over on the highway, do a cartwheel, and then just go about my day.
And keep going if you wanted to do a cartwheel in the middle of the highway. Understood.
I was hoping that we would go and shut down again.
Understood. But you're still, how do you parent from the car, right? Because I think some people had this impression, oh, she left her child at a sister's house and then took off doing cartwheels down the highway. That's not it. You were still present.
Right. So just because she was living with my sister, or people think that I dropped her off and I left, but I was still there. I took her to school. I would come there in the mornings, pick her up, take her to school, come back, pick her up, take her back to my sister's house. I was always there at her performances, her doctor's appointments, her graduation. So I was always there. We just weren't living together.
Yeah. Did you miss her?
I did, but I was enjoying my freedom because that was something I never had.
Did she miss you? Was she ever like, hey,
I don't know. She didn't tell me if she did. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. I don't know. But during that time, I was taking that time to get to know me because, like I said, I'd always felt like I was a wanderer. And
know in your heart.
Yeah, I never
got that.
understood why I didn't want the home and the picket fence and all the things like everyone else did. So I was taking that time to get to know why is it that this feels like home to me, but my high rise didn't. So that was the most important thing for me. And that is why I chose to let my sister, or that is why I chose to let my daughter move in with my sister.
Okay.
I needed to figure out who I was.
Absolutely. That makes sense. And I appreciate your candor and your honesty here. So one of the things I am just fascinated by, obviously there's no wardrobe. There's no bunch of different changing outfits. How did you decide what to get rid of and what you were going to wear every day, year round?
So I've been wearing the same outfit for 2 years every day. But prior to that...
Let me just clarify. You ordered a bunch of the same outfit.
Yeah, so I bought 21 pairs of the same outfit. I just got tired of thinking about what I wanted to wear. Like it was too much. I didn't want to think about it. So prior to that, I just kept like comfortable clothes. I didn't need to be dressy and things like that. I didn't need all that. I didn't want it. I'm not a materialistic person. So I just kept the things that I normally wore every day. And then after a few years, I was like, you know what? I basically wear the same thing every day. So why not wear like the same outfit every day? And I just got rid of everything.
So when you've got, it's when it gets cold, right? And you need the snow boots. You've got all that in the car. Like you keep the big heavy coat in the car year round too?
I don't have a big heavy coat. I have a fleece. I have a fleece, a Sherpa jacket, and I wear that. That keeps me pretty warm. I do have this set I have shorts, and then in the winter I wear the pants.
Right.
Then this
Switch
top
up the short
is
set.
the top is long sleeves as well. So when it gets really cold, I may put the long sleeves on, but for the most part, it's the same outfit.
And am I mistaken, or is it always this beautiful shade of kind of this olive green? Why the same color too?
Well, I just like green is my favorite color.
Okay.
But green also for me represents go. Yes, money, happiness. So I was like, I want all of that every day.
The simplicity that you have mastered is incredible. Absolutely incredible. But I know a lot of viewers have questions about all the other stuff. So I want you to stay tuned because coming up, Nate is going to explain how she washes up, how she sleeps comfortably, where she parks safely, all the details coming up. Yes, all the details coming up after the break.